It's the
So,
principle of specificity. It's not the principle of similarity. Principle of specificity clearly states that from your motor cortex down through your central nervous system and out into your musculature, there is one and only one neuromuscular motor pathway to do any specific skill. And if you deviate off that neuromuscular pathway, you are doing a different skill. Brent Rushall, he's a professor emeritus right now at San Diego State University, but first started in Australia and has published numerous books. And one thing I always talk about when I talk to coaches at clinics, he said he spent the majority of his career dispelling this. And this is the top motor learning guy in the world. Um, just couldn't believe, some of the things, and talking about how strength coaches believe that the power clean would positively transfer onto a football field as far as running faster, or jumping higher, or hitting harder.
I was looking at from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Journal, and they showed no correlation to Olympic lifts increasing the speed of athletes. And it's right here, but it will never die.
And that's what these football coaches did. They went to Venice Beach, and if a guy had a certain look, or he benched a certain amount of weight, or he cleaned a certain amount of weight, that alone gave him professional credibility. So who did they hire? The first experts in our country were bodybuilders, powerlifters, and Olympic weightlifters. So today, 50 years later, it doesn't surprise me that in mainstream strength training, you see bodybuilding, Olympic weightlifting, and powerlifting protocols as the main party line way of strength training. I had an assistant that did a survey one time on where do you get your information, and he surveyed all the professional and collegiate strength coaches. And rather than scientific journals, they got most of their information from other strength coaches. That winning games is keeping your first string players on the field. If your first string players are on the bench, those positions are going to be exploited and you're going to lose. And then I would try to educate them to the fact that by introducing the strength stimulus the way that they're currently introducing that stimulus, in fact, you are cumulatively over time damaging tendons, ligaments, um, and you're by creating that damage in the weight room, they are more vulnerable to injury out in the field.